into their video about saying how great and wonderful Apple's App Store is. Okay, I'm going to say this out loud. I hate it. I mean, I understand the basics ideas, but there are parts about this that just make me despise this application and want to have it erased from my desktop completely. And believe me, I'm practically considering it. Now, I'm fine that it will help you find other programs that you normally can't find, even though Apple did have a page like that and was doing a pretty good job, but for some reason, Apple said, let's make an app around this. It's just a basic HTML, which is fine. My complaints are not in this area, as well as the free apps. My somewhat odd complaint is, let's see, go to games. This isn't the major reason though, but this is something I found that was a little weird. Action, adventure, arcade, card, casino. Casino and cards are practically the same thing in some areas, but whatever. That's not a big deal. Educational, family, yeah. Educational right on top of casino. It's almost like when Walmart had their shotguns next to the toys. Hey kiddies, want to look at the 12 gauge? Family, kids, yeah, but you got casino there. Puzzle, racing, role playing, simulation, sports, strategy, and word. No first person shooters. In fact, this app store has not one first person shooters. Most of these games are shit. One is actually based on the new Steam game, or at least is on Steam as well. Or, well, not on Steam, but. Never mind. Because I didn't give a shit about the game anyway. Mostly. I just don't care about any of this. And. Or any of these games. Now, I like the fact that you could find apps and other developers. My major complaint is the Apple approvals. They won't put it onto the App Store unless it's approved. First of all, that was an utter failure the first time around. It wasn't, some guy who made 27 different programs based on IRC full nonsense. It's just that this is my desktop environment, not my fucking iTunes. I mean, Apple wanted their iPod touches and the iPhone to basically be all web based. And of course, it failed miserably, which is why basically I'm going to say this out loud. Chrome OS is going to be a failure in this area. Internet applications have its good parts, but mostly it will ultimately fail because, well, what happens when servers crash? And yet, you got Microsoft going up there saying, take it to the cloud. Yeah, right. So, web-based applications failed miserably. The other problem is I don't want Apple telling me what I can and cannot download onto my fucking computer. And of course, Joel 3 and that other game I showed you. You know what? Steam's got a better selection, a much more better pick of games. And of course, Assassin's Creed 2 just hit the Mac, which I knew it was going to eventually. So, yeah, whatever. in my honest opinion, you're better off getting this app instead of watching some sort of restriction based unnecessary approval system being put onto an application that is completely unnecessary, or into the but Lion's going to be full screen. Fuck Lion. First of all, I don't care about the whole full screen bit. What really pisses me off is that stupid fucking launch pad that they've created, which basically just simulates the same interface that's on your iPod Touch or iPad or iPhone and puts it onto the desktop. That can go fuck itself. Because, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, I don't want my iPad, my iPod, or I don't have an iPhone or an iPad. I meant my iPod Touch as my desktop environment. I want my desktop environment to stay my desktop environment. I want to be able to download through BitTorrent. I want to look through fucking applications and shit. I want to be confused. I want to see something that doesn't tell me that I can download an application because some fucking asshole at Apple says that I can't download it because they didn't approve it. What will happen later on? They're gonna stop my porn, or everybody else's porn? I want to be able to download porn. I'm not gonna download porn, but I want that option. I want to be a fucking asshole on my computer and on the rest of the fucking internet. And this is only the first step in taking that rights away. So you know what, Apple? Fuck you. And take your goddamn approval system and go shove it up your ass. This is a desktop environment. I should be able to do whatever I want, however I want. And if I want to fucking download a virus into my computer just to be a complete dick to you, I can. Regardless. So yeah. The Apple approval system and to the App Store can go straight to fucking hell.